Any comfortable seating position. Straddle, cross-legged, whatever works for you. But maybe sit up on something. And let's just close our eyes and start to become present. Finding a place where your spine can be vertical, where you can release the weight of your body through the sitting bones to the ground. Just visualizing the space your body's taking up. So becoming aware of the whole body. Feeling the shoulder blades on the back. Check into your neck. Just make sure you've brought your head back in space a little bit, so maybe the ears are above the shoulders. And then relaxing around the lower ribs and the diaphragm. See if you can take some deep belly breaths. So on the next inhale, make it slightly longer, slightly deeper. See if you can get the belly to fill. And we'll just do a few rounds of that counter breath, the square, where we're inhaling up one side, pausing across the top, exhaling down the other, and pausing along the bottom. So let's inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just come back to your normal balanced breath now. And just notice if it's a bit deeper when you first sat. And how you can center yourself just by bringing your attention to your breath. So reminding yourself to come back to your breath if ever your mind's wandered. Just deep inhale, full exhale, and you'll be back. So gently opening your eyes if you close them. We're going to get going. We're going to get up and do some tapping as it's Monday morning and wake up our bodies and get flowing. So take it easy, take it at your own pace. Don't hurt yourselves. Don't do anything that doesn't feel right for your body. So coming to stand. Let's start. So again, you can use little fists, or you can slap, or you can kind of use your fingertips. So see what feels right for you, and clockwise around the tummy. Just little taps. Waking it up. And then let's come all the way up to the chest. Whoa. And then around the diaphragm. So that's like the lower ribs and all the way around the back. It's probably best to do little fists in the back. Whoa. And make a little noise. So the diaphragm connecting all the way around the ribcage at the bottom. So this just releasing the fascia there. So it should help your breath. Let's do the lower back. So remember this one, we just did up and down with the knuckles and then added a little hip shake and then just move your knuckles back and forth. So just giving your lower back, fascia in the lower back a little bit of a release and also your hips a little bit of a wiggle. Maybe a little smile on your face. And then let's come to the right side and start the neck and the shoulders. So the trapezius at the back, that big muscle there. Give it a little wake up, deltoids, biceps, triceps, all the way down that right arm. Remember a little rub around the wrist maybe. And then let's do stroking. So done tapping. Now we'll do brushing, skin brushing, and notice that's a very different sensation. And then let's brush that off. Brush that off. And then stand for a moment. Stand tall, feel the difference, right side, left side. And let's go down onto the right leg now. So start with some tapping. Again, if you find it difficult to bend down, find a bed, a chair, lift your leg up. Start with tapping. Around the back, all the way down the sides, around the glutes. Can you hear? I'm making quite a racket. And then we'll do some brushing. Where you can be like this. Waking up that leg and then a few brushes it off, brushing it off. And let's come to center. Let's stand tall for a moment. Let's just lift that right arm and see the difference. So give yourself a little bounce on this side, just a little bounce up and down on that leg, softening the knee, and then try it on the other side. Woo! And see whether you can't really feel that side yet because we haven't woken up. So notice that we're beginning to increase the sensations in our body, beginning to bring our feeling into our body, our embodiment. So let's start on the left side, up here. Tap around the trapezius, the deltoid, from all the way down, forearm. Such a beautiful day today. I tried to set up on deck, but I was in complete silhouette. And it would have been very hot, I think, so we're back inside. Okay, stroking, and then brush it off. And let's come down to the leg now. Round the front, round the back, all the way up and down the side. And then let's give it a bit of a brush. Feel into the hamstrings, calves, all the way down to the ankle, and then brush, brush. And then stand tall. So bring your feet hip distance apart. Draw yourself up into your Tadasana. Palms facing out. And just notice the sensations in your body. Notice if you've got a bit of tingling going on, if you can feel energy starting to move. Let's keep it going. Hands on the hips, feet a little bit wider, circling the hips. Just ease it out. Start coming back to your breath. And imagine you were stirring a pot. Let's reverse the other way, scrape it out. And notice how the hips are today. Sometimes you'll find that you'll have a little bit of tension somewhere in this loop. And other days it'll be nice and smooth. Notice how your hips are feeling. And then toes a little bit turning out. We're just going to soften the knees, give yourself a little bit of core, so draw the navel in and just start those little spirals. So we're really relaxing the arms. Imagine your arms are bits of spaghetti. Allow the head to turn with the spine. With gentle spirals. If you feel you need to pick one heel up and then the other, feel free. Just do what feels right and natural for your body. Maybe inhaling one way and exhaling the other. And drawing yourself back to center now, slowing it down. Gently, gently. Let's see if we can find some stillness. Stand in your Tandasana. Come back to your breath. Inhale the arms all the way up. Clasp your hands, send the heels of the hands towards the sky. Drop down through the tailbone. Really reach up through the heels of the hands. Nice long stretch. Take an inhale here. Let's exhale over to the right. Feel that side stretch become heavy in the left heel. Deep breath here. Inhale, lift and over the other side. Inhale, come back. We're just going to do a little hip opener. We're going to inhale the right leg, bring it up, cross it over the ankle, bring the hands to prayer, flex the foot. Ooh, I'm on a rock because the boat's just gone past. That's my excuse, but it's true. So feel your foot, ground yourself, and then send your bottom back as though you were sitting into your chair, lifting the sternum, feeling the stretch on the outer right hip. And then shoot the fingertips up, come to stand. Take your hands into the creases and let's see if we can circle the ankle. A little bit of balancing after all that movement. I mustn't look at the water. And the other way. Whoa, I'm off. And then you flex and point, you flex and point. So flex and point, flex and point. Relax and point. See if you can give it a shake while standing tall. Maybe see if you can give yourself a bit of free movement, keeping your core. Maybe a figure of 8 with your hip. And plant it down. Let's take it on the other side. So stand tall, find Tadasana first, find your core. Take a deep inhale, exhale all the way down through the right, lifting up the left, flex the foot, cross it over, open the hip and then sit back. Find your drishti, find somewhere to gaze, sit back until you can feel the stretch around the glute. Maybe a bit deeper. And then shoot the arms up. Hands onto the hips. Circle the ankle. What's wrong, Sarah? One way and the other. Flex and point. Flex and point. Shake it. And then let's do a bit of free. See where you can go in space. Maybe, whoop, I'm off. A little bit of circles or figure of eights. Like a contemporary dance class today. And start. Coming back to center. We'll go to the top of the mat actually, starting at the end, finding Tadasana. Feet hip distance apart. Hands by your sides, palms facing forward. Stacking your spine. Closing your eyes, just coming to your breath. We're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the right leg back, coming into a nice long lunge. We're going to lower the back knee, uncurl the toe. Sweep the arms forward and up and open the shoulders. So bending the elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, open. And then I want you to open, swim the arms around, place them on the lower back. Squeeze the elbows together and see if you can lift the sternum a little bit more towards the sky. So a little thoracic back bend. All the time lengthening the tailbone, using your core. And then placing the hands either side of the front foot. Tucking the back toe, you're going to step back to a plank. So not downward dog, straight into a plank. Front body into back body. And we're going to do just a little bit of core work. Inhale the right leg up, just a few inches. Exhale, place it down. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, place it down. Keep going with your own breath. Just little leg raises, reaching out through the inner heel. Feeling the crown of the head reach one way, the heels reach the other. One more each side. And then on an exhale, gently lower the knees and send your bottom back towards your heels. If your bottom's not on your heels, finding a block or finding something to pad that gap, creeping the fingertips forward, coming onto your forehead, taking some breath into the lower back now. So imagine you are breathing around the kidneys. Feel your body open and expand with each inhale. And then lengthen and let go on the exhale. One last deep inhale, full exhale here. And then you're going to inhale up onto all fours. Exhale now, coming up into your downward dog. Keep it soft, bend the knees. Push into the hands, open the shoulders. Just give your head a little rock from side to side, a little nod. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the neck. And then inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, one knee, send the other heel back. Bending one knee, send the other heel back. Walking through your dog. Taking your attention to the back of the legs, noticing the sensations. What can you feel? And then we're going to inhale up onto the balls of both feet. Swivel your hips and your heels to the right. Exhale the heels to the right corner. Push in to the left hand, opening up the side. And then up, swivel your heels over to the other diagonal. And push into your right hand. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. You're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through or lower the knee and walk it through. Coming into your long lunge. You're going to take a psoas stretch. So I want you to go forward and back a couple of times. Find your deepest lunge, so where the pelvis is as close to the floor as possible. You're really opening up that left hip and the left thigh. Lengthen the spine, so find some length. And then tuck the back toe and push out through the heel, staying low. So not that, but that. Just reaching back with the heel. Gently lowering the knee. Inhale, drawing the right hip back into the socket, coming into your hamstring stretch on this side now. So just take a few waves. Exhaling down the leg. Inhale, feel your lengthening the spine. Exhale, leading with the sternum. Inhale, wading up and down. And if you remember, if the ground's not coming to your fingertips, bring the ground up. Bring some books or some blocks. And then when you found your edge, staying still for a few breaths, making sure the toes drawing up towards you, the kneecaps lifted, breathing into the back of that right leg. Using your breath to let go. And then gently creeping forward, tucking the back toe. You're going to rock back and push off, soft full bend. Hang down, opposite elbows. Give yourself a little ragdoll. Release. Again, check into the neck. Give your head a little nod, a little shake. Release any tension there. And then coming to the center. Hands into the creases of the hips. And push down through your feet. Root to rise. I love saying that now. I found that expression. Root down to rise up. Feel that lift through the spine. Stacking yourself. Much easier than saying stack your spine vertebra by vertebra, which is really difficult. The tongue twister. Finding Tadasana. Stand tall. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Inhale the arms all the way up, gazing up at the thumbs. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg back this time. Long lunge, lowering the knee, uncurling the toes. Sweeping the arms forward, lifting the chest, cactus the arms. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. And then swim the arms around, place them on the lower back. Squeeze the elbows together. See if you can lift the chest a little bit. Make sure your chin's still a little tucked. You're not throwing the whole weight of the head back. And then coming forward, placing the hands down. Tucking the back toe again, back into a high plank. Not all the way back into downward dog. Let's take our high plank. Lower the heels to the right. Coming into a side plank. So your variation of side plank, remember you can lower the bottom knee, the top knee, or you could be full side plank. Let's exhale, arm over the ear. Lift the hips. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come through center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the other side now. So lowering the heels the other way. Making sure the shoulder is stacked above the wrist. Lift the hips. Exhale, arm over the ear. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale through center. And then lowering the knees. Bottom back, this time taking your hands behind you, palms facing up. Coming back into child. Taking a few deep breaths here. Dropping where you need. And taking your attention to the lower back. Really imagine that you're breathing down there. One last deep inhale, full exhale. And then creeping your arms forward. Inhale onto all fours, tuck your toes. Exhale into your downward dog. We're going to inhale, roll forward into a high plank. So chin to chest and then extend out. And then bend the knees, push back. Downward dog. Draw the navel in, put the chin to chest. Roll forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, push it back. And then inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Or lower the right knee and walk it through. Find your long lunge. Lower the back knee, uncurl the toe, and make sure you're as deep as you can be. Maybe coming a bit further forward, making sure the knee hasn't overtaken the ankle. Lengthen the spine. And take the psoas stretch. So tuck the back toe. And gently push out through the back heel. Breathe in here. And lowering the knee. Coming back now into your hamstring stretch. So drawing that left leg back into the socket. Lower back becomes nice and square again. And just with your breath, waving up and down until you find your edge. And when you've found your edge, stay still for a few breaths. Send your exhalation to where you're feeling the tension. Nice long spine. So it's better to be up here with a nice straight long spine than to be kind of hunched over your leg. Always think, lead with the sternum, lengthen the tailbone back, fold at the hips. And then we're going to gently walk forward, tuck the back toe, rock back, push off, release the head. Again, take opposite elbows, give yourself another ragdoll. Release any tension in the neck. So we're just allowing the weight of the spine, the weight of the head, which is the heaviest thing. I've got an exact weight, somebody will know. But just using it as traction for the spine. Give the spine a nice inversion. Making sure the knees are nicely bent so we're not putting any strain in the lower back. And then taking the hands into the creases of the hips. Engage your core, push down, root to rise, all the way up. And lift through the crown of the head. Find your Tadasana. Not at the front of the mat, come back to the front of the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths and center. And then on an inhale, lift the arms all the way up, gazing up at the thumb. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg back, long lunge. We're going to lower the knee, uncurl the toe. This time you're placing the right hand down, you're sweeping the left arm forward and up, and keeping going, pushing down, coming into your twist. We're going to inhale the arms through center, lift up, and exhale, turn the other way. We're going to inhale up through center, And this time you're taking the left hand into the hip, you're reaching the right arm forward, hooking the elbow over the knee, and breathing round. Turning, turning, feeling that twist, checking into your spine, maybe tucking the back toe, maybe reaching out through the back heel, coming into a balance, breathing here. And then take a deep inhale, exhale, frame your foot with your hands, step back, downward dog, let the heels sink. Take 3 deep breaths in downward dog. Now really enjoy the extension of the spine, the openness in the shoulders. And then we're going to inhale, float forward, coming into a high plank. And then exhale, knees, chest, chin. Scooping forward, baby cobra, taking the right leg back, the left leg back. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Let's just see if we can hover the hands where they are. Deep breath down to the belly. Kneecaps are lifted. And then shoot the arms out in front of you, coming onto your forehead. Opposite arm and leg lifts. A little bit on my mat. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Keep going with your own speed, your own breath. One more each side. And then I want you to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, push up, ease it out forward and back. And then come onto all fours. So bring your knees and your hips into alignment, your hands and your shoulders into alignment. Lengthen the spine. Now you're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to extend the left leg back and the right arm forward. Breathing here. It should feel really easy because you've just done it. Lying down. And gently release. And then the other side, take a deep inhale, engage your core. And then slide left arm, right leg. How's your breath? Are you steady? Hope you're not sinking into that right shoulder blade. You're pushing down through the balls of the fingers. Nice strong hand. And release. And then tucking the toes, bottom back, up you come into your downward dog. You're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Take the heel to the bottom and the knee towards the sky, looking under the right armpit, opening up the right hip. Pushing into that right palm. And then come up onto the ball of the left foot and bring that right heel towards the left groin. We're coming into your pigeon. If you've got a book handy or a block underneath that right hip, or a cushion, or if you don't need support, you don't need support, but it's quite a nice way of being able to square the lower back. You want to have that sensation of bringing the right hip back a bit, the left hip forward a bit. You want to have your lower back flat. And then lengthen the spine, fold down. And again, bring the floor up. If you don't reach the floor, bring a cushion and rest. Or stack your fists. Or come down, wherever it is you are. Once you're down, becoming heavy. Do a little scan. Notice if your glutes have started gripping. See if you can let them go. See if you can relax the shoulders, release the jaw, release the forehead. And just allow your body to ground, getting heavier with each exhale. Three more deep breaths here. And then push down through your hands, lengthen the spine, tuck the back toe, lift your hips, up you come, downward dog. Walk it out. Ease it out. Come up onto the balls of both feet, exhale the heels towards the ground. That's your call, whether you do a little bunny hop or whether you sway your hips and walk your hips forward or your hands back. But you're bringing yourself into a soft forward bend. Either way, you're bouncing or doing a little bunny hop, look forward, engage your core and lift. Gently, lightly, reach forward, release the head, ragdoll for a moment. Reach through one elbow, the other elbow. And then release your hands, push into your feet, take your hands behind you this time. To root, to rise, lifting up all the way. And if you're not at the front of the mat, come back to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to prayer, close your eyes, feel your body. Inhale the arms all the way up, gazing up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stand and reaching forward. And then the left leg back this time. Long lunge. Lower the knee, uncurl the toe. Place the left hand down. Sweep that right arm up and push into the ball of the right foot, coming into your twist. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, open the other way. Inhale, lift through center. This time you're taking the right hand into the hip. You're reaching that left arm forward, hooking the elbow over, feeling the rib cage turn around the spine. And then if you're ready, you took the balance on the other side. Engage around the outer hips, push out through the back heel. Feel a connection from the heel to the crown of the head. And then on an inhale, framing your foot with your hands. Step back, downward dog, let the heels sink. 3 deep breaths. Feel that lovely openness in the shoulders. Sitting bones lifting up towards the sky. And then on an inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Coming onto your tummy, sweep your arms around, swim your arms all the way around the back. Clasp your hands if you can on your bottom, Draw the shoulder blades together, coming onto your forehead. Take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, up into your Shalabhasana, locust. Breathing here. Take one last deep inhale. And then exhale, toes together, heels to the outside edges of the mat. Make a little pillow for your head. Give your hips a little shake from side to side, just releasing any tension. And then tuck the toes and push out through the heels. So you're just lifting the kneecaps off the mat, pushing out through the heels, feet hip distance apart, lengthening the lower back. Breathing here. You feel your belly pushing into the mat with each breath. You've still got nice, smooth, deep breath. And then gently lower the knees, take the hands underneath the shoulders, push up, ease it out, forward and back. And then the next time your bottom's towards your heels, let the weight drop, up you come, downward dog, let the heels sink. Inhale the left leg up and back, reach it away. Exhale, bring the nose to the knees. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Heel towards the bottom, knee towards the sky. Opening up. Gazing under that left armpit. And then come up onto the ball of the right foot and bring that heel towards the opposite groin. Coming into pigeon on this side. If you use the block or a cushion, placing it under the left hip, rolling that left calf forward maybe, coming onto the top of the knee of the right foot leg, the top of the right foot, and extending the spine. Lengthening down, finding a comfortable place to let go. Check into your glutes, your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead. Become heavier with each exhale. Notice where you're feeling your breath, whether you can feel an expansion around the lower back, around the hips on the inhale, and a letting go on the exhale. Three more deep breaths here. And then push down through the hands. Tuck the back toe. Lift the hips. Up you come. Downward dog. Move your block. Walk it out. Ease it out. And then come up onto the balls of both feet. Exhale the heels towards the ground. And once again, if you bunny hopped, maybe you'd like to bunny hop again. If you swayed your hips, walk forward, do that. Either way, a little lift in the pelvic floor and any forward bend Always a good idea. Release the head. Hang down for a moment and then push into the feet. Take the hands behind you, coming all the way up. And then bringing the hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Feel your body. And then coming to the center, let me just check on my timing. Doing great. Standing tall. We're going to come into a little do dancer today, as we've done quite a lot of opening of the front body. So we'll take it easy, take a deep inhale, find your gaze. Exhale all the way down through the left foot. Allow the right foot to come nice and light. And I have to apologise if I wobble because we are on high tide and the boats keep going past. It's great, the clipper is back in action. That's a sign of normality. The first day I've ever seen it back. Now I'm regretting it. Sternum lifted, tailbone down. And then we're going to slide the right hand down to the ankle. Place the knees next to each other and the hips, align the hips. Now don't put your foot down, Anne. Keep it up. That's it, hips and knees square. Just in your dance, let's shoot the left hand all the way up. Now you might stay here, this might be enough. What I don't want you to do is twist in the lower back. So keep those hips square as you kick back into your heels. So you're not going to come to, it's not this isn't dancer. It's still lifting up. Use that top arm to lift up, open, lift the sternum forward, reach forward with the sternum. Try not to twist. Brilliant. Carolyn Rampton, excellent. And then bring the knee back into the chest, hold around the knee, lengthen the tailbone. Whoa, and place it down. Stand tall, feel Tadasana, close your eyes, and just spend a moment to equally balance yourself. Take a deep inhale, exhale all the way down through the right leg now. Let that left leg come nice and light, let's hug it in. Lengthen the tailbone, lift the sternum. And then sliding the left hand to the ankle. Keep the knees together, the hips in alignment. Let's reach up through that right arm. Imagine that right arm was drawing up towards the sky, giving you that lift that you need so that when you come back, you are nice and steady. She says, wobbling around. I'm all over the place. And then coming back, bring the knee to center. Hug it in. And lengthening down. Stand tall, ankle balance. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, palms down, lowering with control. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms down, lowering with control. This time staying there for a few breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Maybe clasping your hands, sending the heels of the hands towards the sky, lengthening the tailbone down, feeling that length. And let's see if we can bring the hands to prayer now. Keep the heels lifted. And see if we can come all the way down, spine vertical. Obviously only if your knees feel like it. And then let's lower the knees, keep the toes tucked, sit back, just to stretch. Give your plantar fascia a little massage. And then we're going to come and lie on our backs and tip. Bring the knees into the chest. And give yourself a little rock around the lower back. So just one way, a few little circles. And the other way. few little circles. Toes together, hands on your knees, drawing circles one way and the other. Now you should place the right foot down, cross the left ankle over, move the left knee away. Eye of the needle on the side, chin tucked. Deep breath. And then if you can, cross the thighs over and slide your hands down. They might only reach the calves or the ankles. You might be able to get your feet wherever it is you can hold. Draw the legs towards you and breathe into the lower back. So feel that you're breathing around the lumbar. Now we're going to come into a supine twist, but if you have any lower back issues, I wouldn't recommend doing it with the legs crossed. So uncross your legs and maybe take the feet a little bit further away from you and just do a gentle twist like this. Or if you know you like a deep twist, you can have the legs crossed. You can hop your bottom a little bit over to the left-hand side of the mat. Engage your core. So whichever kind of twist you're doing, a supine twist of your choice, take the knees over to the right and turn your head to the left. And if you don't reach the floor, remember, find something, a block or a book, put it underneath your knees so that then you can enjoy the twist. Lie down and breathe into it. One last deep inhale, full exhale. And then if you've got your legs crossed, uncross them before coming to center. Everybody float the left leg up, float the right leg up. Place the feet down, bring the hips into the center. Bring the nose into the knees and the knees into the nose. Inhale the arms above the head, the legs towards the sky. Exhale, hug it in. This time placing the left leg down, crossing the right ankle over, moving that right knee away. Coming into your eye of the needle. See the difference, holding it above the shin or behind the thigh. Just have a little play around, see which works for you, which gives you the deepest stretch in the outer right hip. Lengthening the tailbone down, making sure the chin's still gently tucked. And then let's cross the thighs over completely. Take our hands down towards our ankles, draw the knees into the chest, and take some breath into the lower back. And then preparing for whichever supine twist you decided to do, either with the legs crossed or without. Let the knees gently drop, keeping your core engaged so that you're in control until the knees have found the ground. And then turn your head, gazing over the right shoulder, drawing the right shoulder blade down the back. And coming back to your breath, breathing all the way up and down that right side. Gently uncrossing the legs if they're crossed. Everybody float the right leg up, float the left leg up. Place the feet down. Bring the hips into alignment with the shoulders, and then bring the nose into the knees and the knees into the nose. Hug it in. And do whatever you feel you need to do before Shavasana. So if you feel you need a little rock or a little windscreen wiper, or you just want to extend the legs down the mat, find your blanket, preparing for your Shavasana. So relaxation is as important, the most important. Taking time to really set yourself up so that you're really comfortable. So you can give your body total stillness. Extending the legs down the mat, taking the feet hip distance. Or maybe putting a bolster under your knees or a blanket under your knees. You find that more comfortable. Taking your arms by your side with your palms facing up. Visualizing the plane between your body and the mat. And noticing all the points of contact. The back of the head, across the shoulders, back of the pelvis, back of the legs and the heels. And with each exhalation, allowing your body to drop down through these points, giving your body to the ground. Becoming heavier with each exhale. Imagine you were lying on a sandy beach. The sand was warm. And with each exhale, you're making slightly deeper indentation, sinking into this warm sand. Letting go of your body completely, becoming aware of the constant flow of your breath. Without controlling your breath at all, just rest your mind on your breath and relax completely. And it's time to come back now, so maybe taking a slightly deeper inhale, a fuller exhale. Becoming aware of sensations in your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, taking your arms above your head, giving yourself a nice stretch. And then roll onto your side for a few breaths before coming to sit. Once seated, Just spend a few more moments noticing how your body feels, how your mind is, how your energy is. And then taking your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you very